Hello, 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 hello. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the beatzillapdx official show, right here on my YouTube page at beatzillapdx official. Um, I'm trying to definitely get more active on this page. Of course, if you are watching this video, please like and share and subscribe to this channel. Please helps build the algorithm up. Uh, the powers that be always keep new black media stuff shadow banned. So again, uh, Beatzilla PDX official. We're here. Um, and today, show won't be too long. But as you see the picture on the screen, uh, you could see some action happening. And the title of today's show, I think you've read it, is dealing with our own problems. And with that being said, when I say dealing with our own problems, prime example is what we just saw last week when the so-called black leaders went up to, or where they were doing their Zoom meeting with President-elect Joe Biden, who basically just completely talked to him, super condescending, totally disrespectful. They sat and took it like plantation children. I don't know why anybody would have done that, but they did. Um, and so it is what it is. So we have to deal with the off code crowd. You understand? Um, and as you can see by the picture, uh, this is a slave revolt. Um, I believe this is of the Haitian Revolution of 1804. One of the most well known, but also well hidden, successful slave rebellions on the planet. So, with that being said, I'm just discussing the topic of the people that you have, say, for instance, with what we saw with Al Sharpton. Uh, he ends up coming out after the meeting talking about how Biden was compassionate and had empathy and was very receptive. He was none of those things. He dictated to them everything, uh, told them exactly what we already been saying. He wasn't going to do anything specifically for black folks. He's already made promises specifically to other groups. Uh, but sometimes you just can't tell people nothing. And that is our off code crowd. No matter what they see and what they have already witnessed and what they've already lived, they still find themselves trying to keep this system up, which this system, is destined to crumble. Every power that has been in power has came and went. So, this place has had a good run. It's had a hard run, uh, and spread its philosophies all over the planet. That can't be denied. Um, so when you're in a situation like that, uh, like the Bible says, dealing with spiritual wickedness in high places, uh, look at the gatekeepers who they put. And we use the word gatekeepers because those are the people who are put in place to make sure that there are no out of line or disenchanted black folk. And to make sure that we get used to symbolic gestures. You'll name something after us. You'll name a street, maybe rename a school. Like if you look at what happened just in 2020, we had monuments coming down that people were voting on for years. They're just taking the Confederate flag off of the state of Mississippi. I mean, So these things, or it might be Alabama, I'm not sure and certain. So please, forgive my not knowing. But looking at the people who we have in place, all of these different groups, sororities, fraternities, associations, typically something that you're taking an oath to, even down to the street gang level. Um, if you look at the even the hand symbols, the hand signs are very much the same. Um, so these are things that I would advise people probably to educate themselves on, because again, uh, you won't know what you're facing or fighting if you refuse to identify it. And sometimes we have to identify those within ourselves, within our own community, that's really working against our own liberation. Because within all of these slave revolts, there were slaves that fought against being free. It's no different today. Only difference is now it's a spiritual war, it's a mental war, uh, it's a battle of the battlefield of media, propaganda always being used against us. That's nothing new. Um, so just putting all of those things in perspective and making sure that people can understand exactly what it is that we're facing. We have a lot of problems in our own community, and we let them slide. We need to be addressing them. They should not be allowed to just do whatever they want to do without being checked. Now, with that being said, I was recently on a Facebook post. But let me turn my camera on. There we go. So I was recently on a Facebook post, right? For the group of my city. So it's called Black Portland, which the group is solid. I don't have any problem there. But there are some things that, we have people who are part of different organizations that come in the midst and the mix, and they come pushing certain agendas really, really heavy. So they're really pushing taking this medicine that they are putting out in the system to want Black folks to primarily be the first people to get it after the first responders. With that being said, how do we even know that what we would be getting is what they're taking? So, I mean, there's going to be the whole big thing, I think, today. I don't know if it's happened yet, but with Mike Pence, current Vice President Mike Pence, he'll be taking his vaccine shot today. I seen an interesting article, though, that the CEO of Pfizer hasn't yet to get his vaccination. He says the reason why is he didn't want to jump the line. Well, hey, man, you can take my place by all means, because I ain't taking it. I know better than that. Again, with my history dealing with these people, I just know better. I would advise anybody to just research anything. If you're going to put it in your body, do that. Something that they don't tell you. And again, I'm not a doctor or medical anything, but by having family and friends that have been in different medical situations, friends that have passed. So all the way down to relatives, dealing with things today. With that being said, STDs actually it will create a kind of, for lack of better word, like a fungus or type deal that can really create problems in your immune system. So for the people who would be introducing this new thing into them, that's something to just be considered. I don't know anybody's situation, but I'm just saying, if you don't know, uh, it's because that's something they're not saying. But STDs play a lot in how people end up getting sick later on in life. Because some of them things, some you can't get rid of, some you can. But even with that being said, just even being in that space um, can cause you major health issues down the road. And what they don't tell you is a lot of the reasons why people getting sick in certain ways is because of them STDs sitting in their system. And I just learned that by way of having to go through it with friends in the hospital and family. Like I said, family and friends in the hospital. So just being there when the doctor is giving these prognoses and finding out the ins and outs of situations. You know what I mean? I've been there when we know that like this is the end. You know what I mean? So I've been there for all of that. So just as I just wanted to briefly give that little piece of information out just in case nobody says it. But now back to what I was saying. My point is today dealing with the off code crowd in our mix. And so on this Black Portland, we got into a conversation of taking these things, the jabs, as the UK calls it. So I'll say the jabs. So taking the jabs. And, I was like, well, I would just advise anybody to look into it. Me personally, I can't trust anything that a eugenicist is involved with. Or let me not call him a eugenicist because I don't think he's actually came out and said that. However, he's the son of a eugenicist who's so close to family is tied with Margaret Sanger. So, yeah, I can't trust that. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make logical sense to me. I mean, it might to you, by all means, go take it. So, but something I noticed, I just asked a question because I made a post on Instagram the other day. And I'm just posing a question with this Dr. Kismikia woman that they keep presenting around who clearly looks Nigerian. I'm not saying she's not black. I'm just saying she's not an African American. Now, the reason now, if anybody wants to fact check this video, or if I have my video for false information, okay, well then provide the place of origin of her parents. Let's do that part. So what I said was, what black woman who is in her early 30s who actually achieved becoming a doctor has no pictures on her social media of graduation? Is there anybody from her class that anybody has talked to? The graduating class, because she couldn't have been the only one, right? And, the people, oh, you're just so stupid. You're so ignorant. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. You see what happened there? So in the midst of me asking a question about a person that was in their early 30s would definitely be displaying their proof of intelligence, the stupidest thing that somebody heard was that they would be proving their intelligence. But you came to the first thing you're doing is insulting mine. Now I'm gonna tell you I believe maybe some people really believe that, but I believe the other people that do that are just simply sent by those groups we talked about earlier. You know what I mean? So the groups that you may see out here, step shows, Ebony Fashion Fair type crowd, you know. And one sister actually, you know, she straight had it on her profile. You know how they have the circle around the face on the profile. She straight up was like, yeah, I'm blaque. Something Zeta organization, whatever. She proud to be blaque, real proud. So you know that was interesting. But see, that's what I'm saying. That type of thing is a problem, man, because these people will do nothing but fight, and fight for the powers that be to stay in power so they can get their crumbs. So if you notice, even in Boule land, there's been a little bit of dissension. You know, it's infighting everywhere. But again, these are the end times, people. I remember, again, 2011 or 2001, I'm sorry, 9/11, 2001. So many people came running to my house. Hey, man, is this it? Is this it? Is this it? I know about that stuff you be talking. That stuff you be talking about, them people that you used to work for. 2001. Didn't just start doing this. So I told him, no, this ain't it. All these things have to mesh to get there. Now, if you watched one of my last videos, not my last one, but my video, I think 2 videos ago, which is talking about making things clear. I explained something at the very end of that video about these type of situations. Again, why I'm telling you, like, I would never deal with that demonic racist. He was so racist, like he would never even come around our side of the project. So, come on, man. I'm probably going to get into a lot of that on my podcast. So I will advise y'all to go follow my podcast, where I start walking you down memory lane of my own history and telling you how things play in today. Because, you know, when you meet the players, then, you know, you kind of learn the game. One of the best things is, better than that, know the coach, know the owner, know the creator. You know what I mean? That's what you should do. Now, if I was you, I would seek what that is for you. For me, we already know what it is, because again, on that video, I also told you the same thing. Babylon is fallen. Babylon is fallen. This place has to go. Okay? Get over it. That's what they need to get over. A false balance is an abomination to the Most High. What's a false balance? A false balance is what a lot of people in our community are fighting to keep. You see what I'm saying? You're fighting to keep a false balance against your own community. Come on, man. Does that make sense, people? And more importantly, why would you even want to do that? You know what I mean? This is Carmex. I'll probably need to. I'm sure somebody out there got some better, more correct stuff to put on my lips. But you know, right now, Carmex still works the best. I would rather not use that, though, I'm sure. But yeah, there's always these people that just want to be in the way. So if you're saying something, like I was saying something in this particular post about just a simple question, then all of a sudden the chain of messages start to flow, all starting with insulting my intelligence. So the one thing that they never caught in all of this is that you couldn't even talk to me without showing me how smart you were. Yeah. So you mean to tell me, though, a doctor who, and I don't even know if you understand what a vaccination researcher is? That didn't make her a scientist to create anything. This is a person who studies things after they're created. That's her title. I'm not making this up. That's her title. That's the responsibility of the job. But hey, man, believe what MSNBC sells you. Believe what CNN sells you. Believe what CBS sells you. And you go listen to Gayle King and all of these other nuts on TV that are paid. Those are the people I'm talking about. We've already seen Oprah. She already trying to blacken it up again. Hey, big head. Hey, black community, remember me? Come on, man. At some point, we have to be real with ourselves. Everybody can't come with us. And you got to leave some people behind. You understand me? Sometimes you need a small number. With that being said, I wanted to get into a few points. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do today. And so, but I came across this because actually, in this particular research I was doing, I actually came up on the etymology of the word coon. Now, of course, it has many derivatives, but actually it's a word that goes back to like the 1500s, more popularized somewhere around the 1700s, 1800s. But they're saying that the origin of this probably goes way, way, way back further. One of the definitions or the origins of the word coon is basically a person who is stuck in a hopeless way. It didn't say by color or anything. It just said a person who is stuck in a hopeless way, meaning there is nothing good that's about to come about for this person. Now, with that being said, we always say, oh, well, you know, the black, they black. We shouldn't be questioning blackness and all of this. We shouldn't question blackness. Yes, the hell you should. And I'm not saying question blackness as far as, you know, are you mixed or, oh, well, your mama white and this and that. By the way, if anybody was wondering, I'm not mixed. By the way, you know, everybody look at my hair or whatnot. No, I'm not mixed. You can figure out what I am, if you got, depending on where you're from. But absolutely, no, not mixed. I don't think by my voice you could ever get that one confused. Some people look at the hair and be like, oh yeah, please. Nah. But anyway, the people who jump out there, when you guys post out there and make your posts on your social media, look out for the same line. I'm noticing that. Notice how they keep using the same phrase over and over and over and over again. That's a key part. Remember, programming. How do you do it? One of the ways is repetition. So you just keep repeating the cycle over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Now think about this. When's the last time you heard anybody say you need to eat healthy? Yeah, the whole healthy eating lifestyle seemed to just went out the window, huh? All these things you can do to boost your immune system and all of this. Where's that conversation went to? At this time frame, like, wouldn't it kind of be really important to be able to eat as healthy as you could right now? I'm just saying, you know, uh, y'all got to watch for the con, y'all. You got to watch for the tricks. You understand? Here's something else. See, now here's the difference between a typical racist white supremacist slash Edomite and a wannabe a black person that is just really wanting to be accepted by the dominant society. They know their boundary, and they know what they can do, what they can't do, and when to quit. Here's the saying. Only thing worse than a white supremacist is a wannabe white supremacist. And when the white supremacists look just like you and me, that's the worst kind to have. We got to get out of this pre-programmed mindset that says just because you got black skin, and especially if you're a black woman, you're above reproach. See how they worked this one with Kamala Harris? I want to just pay attention to everything that they threw at you. Her daddy don't identify as a black man. He identifies as Jamaican. Anybody knows about Jamaica knows that that is not a color. Mom identifies as Caucasian. She raised her daughters to be proud of their Indian heritage. East Indian, that is, not Native American. Somehow, she has now been lumped in with the African Americans. Y'all notice how cool it is to be an African American now? Everybody want to be that? Why now? Nobody wanted to be in our boat before. Why now? Well, if you were a Bible reading person, you might be able to stumble up on a psalm or two that speaks upon this point. When the world, the families of the earth have taken a confederacy against you to make sure that you are never heard from again and your name never rings out again. Well, yeah, that part. So all the people who look like you now, the tethers, this ain't us. That's y'all. You come here not identifying with us. You don't deal with us. It's not like you don't know where we at. And I could say just for being in Portland, like, please, man, these people don't really deal with us. Now they will take our money, and they do all right on the treating us right if you go and dealing with the business. But they understand, gang, that money circulates in their community. Circulates through their church, which their church does not deal with the average black church. Not at all. So you can't tell us about being divisive. The people who are left out of everything. No, this our party, and we're going to do what we want this time. And nah, y'all not coming. Y'all not invited. This is a us thing, finally. Now, for those Al Sharpton types, the Michael Eric Dysons of the world that you may have in your own family. You have to start checking these people. See, we've been so ingrained because of slavery to act like we don't have a voice. Now, when I say we have a voice, we have a voice. Our voice is more stronger, more powerful, more mighty than any other group on the face of the earth. It's because we have a power that resides in us. That's why they would put muzzles over your mouth. Early is slavery. Now you breathe that out, then you just got a bunch of people who just thought they were put here to be slaves. You got some who know better. The traveling men. They get enlightened. At a cost. They hold the truth at a cost. Bible say, buy the truth and sell it not. So when you're doing that, you know you're running a risk. And that's not for me. That's just what's in the book. So, if you have a problem with our liberation, well, hey, I'm sorry for you, but I'm really not. Because this needs to end. Babylon has to fall. And I, for one, am glad to see it go. This place is horrible. And at a point of rescue, at a point of change, that twinkling of an eye that tell me when to go. See this picture on my screen? Every last one of these revolts had traitors. People who did not want to be free. That is no different now. What I'm saying is, don't pick up a rock and go upside his head. No. But with this truth, blow their brains out with this truth. Be unrelenting with this truth. If you have to lose people, then lose them. Because they're lost. So what can they do for you? You're talking about people with nothing to lose. For the faithful few, you got everything to lose. Who should you be listening to? Them or yourself? What speaks inside of you? See the angels behind and the queens behind. See, it takes a unit. You have a nation. You have tribes. Then you have the families of those tribes. See the hierarchy there? There's a chief in every position. Order. National order. That's why they can't have us getting along. Because once we start getting organized, we shut people out. Can you dig it? Oh, people is mad. Tariq talking about that. Man, please, do you hear yourselves? I mean, and let's keep it real. We all over 40, so stop. Stop it. Oh man, tell me we still watching Willie Dynamite and Dolomite, man. Come on. I got the Mac and all of that on my television right now. Okay. So yeah, let's cut that out. I mean, if we wasn't, why would the Eddie Murphy movie have even been made, man? So I mean, this the whole like mentality of like doing the whack, senseless clown and stuff. Like, knock that off. Now, don't get me wrong. Anybody that sees my posts could definitely say that I'm Petty Vandross. But I'm also a very, very serious man. I'm a very spiritually led man. I'm a Yahweh first man. Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai. Barakatah. So with that being said, I just need y'all to really tighten up. Stop letting people get away with foolishness in front of your face that actually brings us down. Because remember, everything is propaganda. So unfortunately, we don't live in a world of, I know how things really is. Yeah, that's cool. But the perception of other people is what matters. Because a lot of these people just have mob mentality. That's all they can do. They don't really do anything else. They got to wait until the whole crowd moves. Don't be like them. You dig? I mean, really though, don't be like them. I mean, come on, man. We cannot afford that now. And it's time to check folk. So when these people come and you come on your post, I wouldn't even advise you to spend too much. If this person doesn't have as many followers as you have, why are you talking to them? And for the people who come in our groups and actually try to say certain things, because I mean, I remember back in the day when I was before I was really getting back active on Twitter, because I've had my Twitter account since like 2010, but just really wasn't into Twitter. So I was doing my Facebook, using my Facebook primarily as my primary platform. It was my wife's idea to say, oh, no, you got to switch that up because, more people need to hear what you're saying, which she's right. So what would happen is I would make a post talking specifically to Black people. Specifically to Black folk, okay? Without fail, the first person to chime in always was a white woman. Always. And then I'm a musician, I'm a singer, so I mean, we deal with everybody in this profession. So I have a lot of people, and over the course of this year, oh man, I got in some folks' ass this year. We tell you. And see, for me, I'm not one of those who people feel comfortable doing stupid, racist stuff to. They're not that comfortable around me like that. So I hear things secondhand because people be on their best behavior around me. I smack this shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I don't take that. I wasn't raised that way. My granddaddy would be rolling over in his grave if he saw me doing that sucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, so with that being said, I had a situation where I was at the NAMM show. I'm gonna bring this one up, fellas. If y'all actually see this, I'm gonna have to get on y'all about this. So I'm at the NAMM show, right? And there's a local, he's actually a national artist, another musician from here, who has obviously had some run-ins with a few other people here, and was pretty racist. Now, the time that I actually came across it was a situation where it was a joke over a flyer. So a flyer was made for this guy. His I think it was like a Christmas gig or something. This white dude, he's oh yeah, man. The what did it say? R&B and funk legend. All right, say what now? You're a what? So I immediately chimed in. Oh, now wait. But actually, I got hit. I got woke up in my inbox first before I could even get to the post. So I saw this. And I'm like, he said this? I don't know. So he's defending like, oh, well, this is what they did. It's like, look, you are putting this flyer out. We're a funk band. We've been nominated and we've been written up as the funk legends of this place. So I don't know what he was talking about to allow them to put that out there. But anyway, I guess that there were some certain situations with musician friends of mine who were black, who were, this guy, fairly powerful dude. And so he was just working dudes, talking to dudes crazy, and being very blatantly racist, disrespectful. I'm from Mississippi. I ain't no punk, Like, well, yeah, you from Mississippi and you're a super racist. You know what I mean? Super racist. Now I'm gonna get to what I saw. So I went to the comment thread and I'm reading it. As it turns out, my partner, which is in my band, who he had the kid, he has the Kids Junk Orchestra. So if you ever check that out, they were touring for Disney, I think, at the time. So this dude calls him a tar baby. Yeah, you heard me right. Straight up. And typed it. Like, this is in a thread, okay? So this ain't something that oh man, this ain't something that people didn't see. So luckily my guitar player actually got the screenshot because he tried to take it down real quick. Because I'm like, whoa, wait, hold on, man. That's a horrible reference. What are you doing? Oh well, no, tar baby just means stupid person. Come on, man. We all grown, so we all saw a song of the South. There's a reason why they don't play that no more. And not to mention, I don't even know if y'all know the real true origin of the song that they were singing. I'll just give you a brief hint. That song. Just think of what fits in that phrasing. If you were singing about maybe catching, say, runaway slaves. Hey there, running along. I'm just teaching you your enemy, family. That's it. You got to watch for the tricks. They everywhere. I mean, I don't know if anybody knows about Portland. I'm sure you guys have seen Coon Chicken and seen the pictures of Coon Chicken. Well, what a lot of people don't know about that picture of that restaurant of Coon Chicken that y'all saw, that's right here in Portland, Oregon, baby. Right over there where the Clyde's is now, where the Clyde's Prime Rib. That's black-owned business, I believe. But that is where Coon Chicken used to be. Right in my city. So a lot of people don't know about this place. There's a lot to know. We have a close-knit community. We also have our off-code people here. And I waste no time getting at it. So much that people know me and how I operate that they just avoid me. Because, I know what it was. I know all the like, there's a sister here who hates black men so much, but is married to a black man who does nothing but support her. It's amazing to me. Now she since has unfriended me because she doesn't want to hear anything I have to say since everything she was pushing blew up in her face. But you know, hey, she just got an award. You know, so that's what she was working for, to be, you know, accepted. She's did her good work. You know, she got an Andy Warhol award. Congratulations for bashing the hell out of your community. Write a joke on that. Yeah, I'm not doing it with none of y'all, especially not in my town. Max Smith, what up? I gotta look at your message when I finish this. And so yeah, for the people who have been seeing about the Red House out here, you know, because I was also on I think it was More Information on Instagram. Go follow the brother More Information, and also One More Information. Make sure you go follow those pages. Rashad Singleton, shout out to you, brother. And Great Black Shark, yeah, well, my brother. You know, these people are so protective of anybody playing with their acceptance that they jump straight out the gate and started, you know, with right on in with the insults, you know. And it's like, well, you don't even know me like that, so well, obviously you don't know this, you don't know that, you don't know this, you don't know what I know, you don't know what I know or don't know. So what were you trying so hard to discredit me for? See, when you're talking stupid and you're not telling the truth, ain't nobody gonna be bothering you, because you ain't got nothing to say, because everybody knows what you're saying is BS. Where you run into action is when you start telling the truth. And these people know, or some of these people are paid to basically make sure they protect the interests of the powers that be at all times. And that's hard for a lot of people to accept. I get it, because you like people. But you're going to like people all the way to your demise. You know? And, you know, just from my interactions with people on these posts is amazing. It blows me away that you want to be here so bad up under these people. I just don't get it. You would rather be up under them than be in your own environment, living in your own state of being. But actually, I guess, you know, for the most part, y'all don't even know what that is. So I guess there's nothing to look forward to, because you never bothered to look back at where you were from. Yeah, there's that. But, you know, I would advise anybody, you know, don't go do that stupid DNA thing. The DNA thing, that's a scam, okay? That's a scam to get a patent on your DNA. Well, actually, when you, it tells you that when you give them your DNA, they own it. You know what that means? Owning your DNA? I'm gonna just let that sink in for a minute. They own your DNA. They have tissue of you to clone you. Yeah, they don't even need an immigrant now. Now, truth be told, see, the one thing that the flaw in their plan is they can't create spirits. So all they can do is just take the makeup of your DNA and recreate that best they can. So they could probably make a person, you know, That person ain't going to be at a high functioning spiritual level, but they don't want that. What they want is people who are dead. So the more you're spiritually dead, then the better off you'll be. You know what I mean? So it's one of them type of things. Like this medicine that they got out there that is basically trying to make you spiritually dead. If you don't know who's behind that, I don't know what to tell you. Matter of fact, this cat said to me the other day, and he was really just thirsty because there was a sister that was interacting with me. We were actually having a legitimate conversation. But he asked me about the patent. I said the patent number is 060606 for the vaccine. He said, "Oh well, man, would it make it any different if it was 070707?" I'm really tired of people like you. You are worthless, sniveling coward. I can't stand people like you. That's that lame sucker talk. Because at the end of the day, when I told you why I wasn't dealing with that vaccine, it's because of the man behind it. And you're doing everything to talk stupid to make this person legitimate to me. You rat bastard. Telling you, family, stop letting these people come around you. Keep these people away from you. And I'm going to just say it one more time, just keep it real and a buck. If the feds got a charge that they coming to get you for, that they've been working up to get this arrest warrant for you for 3 months, and you out in 24 hours, there is no way you going to see me. You won't talk to me. We won't be around you. Like 24 hours, man, on a federal charge. People, where they put the bail out and all of this. Enough of us have family members that have been through this system. We know better. Come on, man. So with that being said, I just really wanted to stress that point. I didn't plan to be on here as long as I was. But yeah, man, stay vigilant and stay safe. And make sure that you always be unrelenting with the truth. You're not doing yourself any spiritual favors by holding back and reserving it. And also, it's okay to call upon the Most High for your enemies to fall. And I don't mean somebody that made you mad or somebody stepped on your shoe or looked at you wrong or maybe took your girlfriend. I'm talking about your real true enemy. It was always done in the Bible. These people, that's how they always got rescued. They didn't want you calling upon your power to rescue you. Get me out of this situation. Give me the strength. Give me the direction. Give me the will to fight. So, again, this is the beatzillapdx official show. Also, you can catch the podcast, Our Real Truth, at Anchor FM, Spotify. I'm going to be going in on that platform, pretty much saying all the things I really can't say here. So I try to keep it clean and light. Sometimes we have to talk around things and be tactical speakers, which is okay. For the people who understand what I'm saying, cool. For the people who don't, really wasn't meant for you anyway. So, again, I'm looking for the 300. You know what I mean? Them Spartans, the 300 that Gideon got, because a lot showed up, but not everybody had the heart to stay. So let's get it in. You know what I mean? Let's get it in on the spiritual level, spiritually tighten up, start eating correctly. Leave that bottom feeder food alone. You definitely need to be stocking up on everything you can right now, because famine of many kinds is headed this way. So again, stay prayed up, faithed up, fed up, because this place has to go. Again, Babylon is falling. Babylon is falling. So, Shalom family. I am about to end this broadcast, but make sure if you want to donate to this platform, you can go to my Cash App. And that is, excuse me, that's Cash App, $beatzillapdx. And you can see from all of my other platforms, I'm beatzillapdx everywhere. And my email is ourrealtruth@gmail.com. ourrealtruth@gmail.com. So until later, family, loved ones, beloved, kings and queens.